6, it's Mr. X, and by that point, instead of Dr. Wily, they're like, no, it's Dr. Cossack, and then at the end it's like, it was Dr. Wily. So that would be the negative for, and again, story in Mega Man, who cares, but like, in Mega Man 6 when they're like, it's Mr. X, you're like, uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like...
And when they're like, Mr. X was Wily, you're like, oh my
And
God.
one of them, they don't even, like, try to, like...
5 is Proto Man, that's what I was thinking of. Remember, 5 was Proto Man.
Yeah, and one of them...
a big Wily.
One of them makes... It's not even, like, a disguise and...
it's 6, it's Mr. X.
Yeah, it's like
it
him
literally looks just like him, but he wears sunglasses. That's literally it. So, again, does Mega Man's story matter? No, but... I was like, dude, just go back and just say it's Dr. Wily. Who cares? The Dr. Cossack thing in Mega Man 4 is really cool because you're like, oh, it's someone new, and then it's like, actually, he was being manipulated by Wily. You're like, okay. And then 5, they're like Proto Man, and you're like, okay. And he was like, I was manipulated by Wily. All right.
Yeah, sure, kid.
And then 6, it's like Mr. X, and literally before you start the game, it shows you a picture of Mr. X, and he's like. He might as well be wearing a t-shirt that says definitely not Wily. Because it's like just...
No!
It's so obvious. You know what it is? It's like Clark Kent in Superman. Where like Clark Kent takes off the glasses and they go, where'd Clark go?
Yeah, weird.
It's like, hey, where'd this mild-mannered guy that happens to be like 6'4", 260 of absolute pure muscle, but he works as like a newspaper reporter. Okay. Whee!
Alright, so we're starting to get the duplicate parts that are just worse than the ones I have. So the parts here are the leg parts. I can no longer double air dash, so I have to remember that mentally. And the only thing you get is that you're invulnerable while you're dashing specifically on the ground, only on the ground.
Wait, so it overrides the other one?
No, I can use it, but I have to change it in the stage selection screen. I can't do it in the middle of the stage.
So you'll do it after the stage is what you're saying. Okay. That makes sense.
But the stage is almost over. And honestly, the invulnerability is nice against the boss.
What the heck was that?
Bunch
it's like
of
a flame?
It's a bunch of lava.
Oh, just lava. Oh, I thought it was like a lava man walking towards you. Also, going back just quickly to the original series on NES, there is one particular thing about Mega Man 2 that would instantly take it out of the GOAT category for me, and it's one particular boss. Do you remember?
Like the mine boss. You have to use Crash Man's on.
Right. Where it like shoots at you automatically. Yeah, that is the dumbest thing ever.
One of the worst bosses ever made.
It might be the worst boss in Mega Man history.
Yeah.
And it's like an interesting idea because it's almost like a puzzle instead of an actual boss, but it's god awful.
It's because if you do it,
and you have to use Crash Man.
You have to use Crash Man. It's only weak to Crash Man, and also it's like
timed.
It's timed because you're gonna die, and also you have to use Crash Man against the doors that are blocking him. Nothing else works. And if you do it like without like cheesing it, like getting two like doors at once with like a specific placement of the Crash Man bomb, you don't have enough energy to complete it in one cycle.
Right. And that was terrible. I think in Mega Man 2 you couldn't get weapon upgrades like weapon tanks that would give you your weapon back.
No, there was nothing like that.
And then if you died on it, you don't get your weapon energy back. So if you die and you don't have any crash back, then you just have to restart the level. So stupid. Sure you can.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool one. And the nice thing about it is that it also has utility. You saw me using it during the lava chase. Because like you can use it as like a triple jump basically. It's like really nice. A lot of the moves in this game have a lot of nice utility in terms of like giving you more movement options. In fact, the guy that we just beat, what he gives us is like a flame dash, and the normal version is like you like flame dash at like a 45-degree angle, maybe like a 50-degree angle. or 30 degree, I don't know. And then the upgraded version of it is like you become this cannonball that just ricochets off like walls. This is also an insane move.
Oh, that's cool. I'm sure you're going to use that at the next level to get the heart piece.
Actually, no. I'm going to be using the just the normal electric dash.
It's actually over.
So in the original game, for this stage, this is sort of a gimmick stage where they have little challenges where you have to S rank it and you have to do that over and over to get the heart piece, sub tank, and the arm parts in the stage. Oh,
did you change your
No,
thing?
I'm gonna do that. But in this version, I'm not sure if it applies to the original. It's been a long time since I played that game. But in this game, you can break the electronic gates that open from S ranking the stages with just the this move. Now, this is going to be a 2-part LP. This is a pretty long game, and there's also some secret bosses that require you to S rank this stage all in one go. So we'll be doing that next sitting.
I kind of remember a stage similar to this on like X5 or X6.
Possibly.
Where it was based off of time.
So those are the electron gates, but if you have the electric power, it cheeses it. And
now you got a D. Does that mean you went slow?
No, you have to do it with killing all the bosses or killing all the enemies, and then doing it without getting like hurt. You have to do it like basically like it's not just about speed.
Okay. D.
Yeah, it's everything. You have to kill all the enemies, you have to do it fast as crap, and you can't get damage. So getting an S rank is honestly really hard. Ooh, why did my second air dash not come out?
It's quite literally over.
Yeah, going into this, I knew it wasn't going to be deathless, but just weird stuff like that is kind of annoying.
I mean, with spikes, it's very difficult for that to be the case. What game is that? Spikes? Is that a Sonic game?
That's Sonic Colors.
Sonic Colors? Spikes? Good times.
No, I did it wrong. No, I did it wrong.
Can you imagine?
There we go.
That's probably what you have to do to get the S, huh?
No, it really, you don't, you can S rank it with nothing. You just have to do it fast as crap and kill all the enemies, and most importantly, not get damaged. Alright, so these are the worst buster parts.
Cool.
The charge shot is like a spread shot, like it shoots like 3 beams, well, 3 charge shots. And my charge attacks no longer are free.
Wow, that takes a ton.
Yeah, if I didn't have the laser arm parts, I could only do it 4 times.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these. The spread charge shot in these parts in general aren't bad, but I would say that the sub-weapons in this game, the uncharged versions, are pretty underwhelming. There's some good ones, but most of them are not too great. But in contrast, the charged versions of all the sub-weapons are amazing. I think there's only like one move that I don't really use that much. Everything else is good.
This guy looks like an emo flower.
Yeah, he looks kind of stupid. No! You're given just enough. Okay. Well, if you hit every shot, you just are just enough to kill him with the weakness, but that did not happen.
Interesting.
Okay. Actually, when I was first like playing out my route, this was the first stage I did, so I did it with just the charge parts and nothing else. And because I didn't have the electric parts, I had to like try to S rank everything. You don't have to S rank everything all in one go, but it's still very hard.
Wow, he's Chris Redfield calling in the drone strike.
Okay.
Man, this guy looks just like an enemy from like X2 or X3 or something.
And in my opinion, this is the hardest Maverick in the game, if you don't have his weakness. His Desperation attack is insane. We might see it if I don't do the weakness correctly.
Let's go. Ching. Ooh, a light-based stage. Okay. Taking them heads.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. And as you would expect, if you get spotted, it'll spawn a bunch of enemies. But if it happens, it's not like a huge deal.
That field one, no tons of enemies.
Alright, so if you have the electric move for that, specifically that little switch, it turns on the lights for the rest of the level. There's a really garbage section where it actually just goes completely pitch black and there's a bunch of spikes. It's probably my least favorite section of the entire game. It just feels like actual, like, artificial difficulty.
No, Darth Vader! Can't wait to see that artificially difficult. I mean, I know it's
it's on.
It's going to be on now,
yeah.
But is it? I guess it wouldn't be here.
It's right here. This would be completely black, and there's a bunch of spikes everywhere.
Ooh, that's
and there's moves that like increase the brightness of it. Like if you use just
wow, that was the easiest one. Although it would have been completely dark.
So if you don't turn the lights on, there's these one-hit kill electric barriers, and you can only turn them off with either the electric move, uncharged, or you have to get around it with like charged up ice. Whoa. So unless you have some sort of movement option, like the double jump or some sort of move to get rid of it, you can't get that without anything.
Literally only took one. Left more for the next guy. Trev was like, I don't even need...
Oh, did I not get all my energy
No.
back? I have 1 or 2 sub-tanks, so it's not a big deal.
You were leaving it for Claire's quest. Hey.
The story of this game is that X is trying to, there's some sort of revolt happening with these new age of Reploids. And he thinks that they're going Maverick with the virus, but they, assure him that they're immune to viruses. And they are probably telling the truth. Which kind of goes back to why the ending of this game is very, very, kind of depressing.
Ruh-roh. Man, I can't even imagine this being able to be used.
Oh god!
Oh man!
That's his desperation move. I think that move, it doesn't kill you, but it takes you down to 1 HP no matter what. So if I had full, every single heart piece and full HP, and he hit me with that, it would take me down to 1 HP.
I know you're incredibly strong, but the bosses in this game are definitely glass cannons.
This game, when I first played it, I thought it was hard as crap. I still think it's hard, but this is one of those games that it's difficult, but it gives you so much to deal with it.
Right. But it's not like some of the X games obviously were a little slower and like the bosses would take 30, 45 seconds, a minute. This one's like you're either going to die or lose in like 15 seconds or whatever.
And I also say that this is a game that, despite the difficulty, and as long as you have some like armor parts, you can do this entire game with just the Buster. I think it's a lot easier than something like X2 or like even like X1. But that's because the laser arm parts are like god tier.
Why do those cogs in the background look so weird? They like run at a different frame rate or something? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks kind of weird.
Maybe it's because it's a completely different graphical style, but it looks odd. Man, if you didn't know where you're going in this level, forget about it.
Yeah. Oh, it's our refight with Vile. And now I am Giga Strong. Good luck, Vile.
Yeah, if I was Vile and I saw X where, like, his face isn't even showing anymore because he has, like...
the anime cloak on.
Yeah, the anime cloak. I was trying to figure out what to call it. I'd be like...
It's like the reverse...
No!
It's like the reverse trench coat. I don't even know what it's called.
Right. The one where it, like, covers your face for some reason because mysterious! When you can't see someone's face or mouth, it's like, they're mysterious. How much do you want to guarantee that was designed originally in an anime so they didn't have to, like, animate a character's mouth?
Oh, totally. 100%.
Right?
I bet there's a bunch of Naruto characters that have, like, something exactly like this. And totally, it was just, like, to make them look cool and also to save on, like, everything.
Yeah. I mean, imagine not having to narrate when they're talking for, like, 30 seconds straight. I'd be like, heck yeah. Now, could you get past that part without that?
Yeah, you can use the bomb move from Panda.
What if this was the first place that you choose? Just you happen to choose this.
The gimmick of the stage is that you can like control the gravity of the stage. I would assume that you can do it like very carefully without anything.
Okay. No, I was just curious to see if
I'm not sure, because you really shouldn't... This is one of the hardest stages.
You know, on Mega Man X1, if you have certain abilities, it makes certain levels easier, but you don't have to have certain abilities. Yeah. I don't think at any point you have to have the dash, because obviously you don't start with dash, but it was more of a curiosity than anything, you know?
Yeah, I think the only BS part that is like a beginner's trap is going to that Mantis stage that's completely black. Because none of your default weaponry makes light, and it's just complete blackness.
Yeah.
I think that's the only time when I'm like, that's pretty BS.
Okay. You could still technically...
You could technically do it, but it's going to be...
Probably what a normal person would do is they would get to that part and then go, okay, I'm going to play a different level first, and maybe I'll, get something for that. Especially, they do make it obvious when you walk up to that one part and you, like, try to open it and it doesn't open. I'd be like, how do I open this? Maybe I need to find something different. Ooh, one of the smaller boss levels.
Yeah, this guy, he just, like, makes, like, a bunch of bricks happen. It's supposed to be, like, a claustrophobic fight. Incredible scientists. Who are you to say such things?
What? Oh, okay.
Why is he such a jerk? This is like the peak like annoying like genius guy who just thinks he like everyone else is trash other than him.
Also, for this being made by one Brazilian guy, it is not English at all.
No, I don't know if he got help with the translation, but like when you start up this game, it shows like his like Twitch page because like he shows like him like developing games sometimes, and he just speaks completely in Portuguese. So.
Okay, interesting. Hey, compare this game to Numata, which was also made by one Spanish-speaking guy, and compare the English in that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot.
Remember Numata?
There's a lot more in Numata. I'm gonna keep bringing up Numata until I completely forget about it. But I'm gonna try to bring it up every couple of months.
No, that game is a legendary dumpster fire.
I could still order more copies from our distributor if I wanted to. I actually wanted to email them and be like,
how many did you order?
No, I just wanted to email from them and be like, how did you even like get set up with that? Because they don't carry like a ton of indie stuff. So I was like, did they contact you and was like, hey, do you want to carry it? Like, it blows me away. Oh, look at this guy, Oh, he was running Earthrock Trilobite. And
Trilobite?
These are the same names as they are in X8, right?
I think so.
Okay.
I gotta say, I'm not an expert.
No! Imagine not knowing everything about Mega Man X8. Yo, I gotta say, one of my favorite videos on the entire internet, the Twitch streamer Caleb Hart used to do the Hexafectas, which was he would try to speedrun through Mega Man X1 through X6. And those videos are so comfy. One time he did Mega Man X1 through X8 with obviously hilarious result. You know, once you get to X7 and X8, and you're like, wow. Even once you get to like X4 in a row, you're like, I hate Mega Man. I don't want to play anymore. But then you get to like X7, it's the 7th game, and it's just awful. It's like, cool.
Yeah, and like
that.
It's way harder to like X8 is definitely like way better than 7 or 6. But it's like at the point where it's like, this is a ruined franchise. It's like,
right.
Who even cares anymore?
Right. I can definitely feel some of that crystal part reminded me of a lot of stuff in X2, and the backgrounds here remind me of a lot of stuff in X1.
This boss is also like very much the snail boss from X2. In fact, he has like the same gimmick where he has like a piece of armor.
Okay.
That you knock off. It's like I bet he pilfered like the exact code of how it works from X2. It works exactly the same.
Heh. Background boss. Oh, that's cool. Stop hitting my head.
Yeah, I cannot tell you how much I love this game. It's like, it shows that X8 is a good game, but it just is like ruined by all its fluff and how cheap it is and how awful the dub is, and it's not even like a funny dub, it's just awful cringe. And it's like, they take it like a game that is like a 5 out of 10 and make it like a 9 out of 10, like, or a 10 out of 10. This game is so good.
Every single one essentially says the same thing. Why did Sigma make you do this? Bro, I'm doing this on my own.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, what does that mean?
This is definitely the easiest boss in the game, especially with the laser. The laser just makes it a joke. He never, like, jumps or anything. Oh, look, he's, like, almost dead already.
Wait, you're still holding it? You can hold it in and shoot.
Yeah, ever since X4, if you just map the primary fire and the secondary fire to different buttons, which is the default. Whoa. There's achievements in the game. I thought I got everything already. I guess I probably don't have a lot of the no damage stuff. That makes sense. So it's 9:30. We don't really have enough time to do anything else. I guess I'll just beat the game.
That's fine. I don't want to play Condemned anyway.
And then the second part will just be the super bosses, which I think is fine. Yeah, that's good.